How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back. As we know, social networking is becoming more and more important. A lot of people spend a lot of time on their phones and also on different apps. On the other hand, due to the COVID-19, a lot of people need to find a job from home. Therefore, they need some professional tool to help them to get a job. And LinkedIn is one of the most famous websites or tools that we were going to talk about in this topic. So in this topic, I'm going to talk like few very important tips about LinkedIn that you have to pay attention to. Since in my life or in my career so far, I've encountered so many of these kind of mistakes again and again. But first thing first, if you haven't heard about LinkedIn or you do not have a LinkedIn account, I highly recommend you to register one. It is completely free and can bring you phenomenal benefits. I know a lot of people around me, they don't think this is a very important app or they just don't put so many attention to it. I think this is quite a big mistake. So let me illustrate two very important rules or things that LinkedIn is really important to you. The first thing is the LinkedIn can give you tremendous occupational opportunities. So there are actually a lot of headhunters on it, and also there are a lot of HRs from various companies on LinkedIn. So every day they are seeking or they're hunting for those potential talents. And if you got a good profile or if you have some great activities on LinkedIn, then they may notice you and maybe they will invite you for the interviews. So this actually happened on me for a lot of times. A lot of people from different companies, they invite me to join the company or at least to take their interviews. So these are kind of free opportunities that everybody can get if you register an account. And on the other hand, if you are a social media influencer where you produce, for example, my videos or you write some articles, you can always put your work, your piecework on LinkedIn. LinkedIn is such a good platform that everybody can see your content. And as long as they think your contents are good, they will forward to other medias or just on LinkedIn, so more and more people can see your contents. Hence, this is just like chain of reaction. Your influence will magnify on LinkedIn very much. And on the other hand, I think for most of the people spend time on LinkedIn, they're more professional. It's not like Twitter, it's not like Facebook. They're not just like the friends among you. They have more, probably industrial level background or more career insights. Then when they read your articles or contents, they might give you a more serious sense of it. So that may also help the spread of your contents. Okay, so now we have talked about some benefits on LinkedIn and what are the things you have to take care of when you, no matter talk to other people or you are just spread your ideas or influence others. The first thing is you have to have an image for your account or avatar. Here's the thing, as a network tool, LinkedIn is part of the virtual world. You don't know who exactly the other people you are connecting to or talking to. So all of these are based on trust. If you don't have an icon, if it's a great background, like when other people first see your invitation, how can they trust you? There are actually a lot of people add me as friends on LinkedIn without an image. I would say 100% of the time, I would just reject. Sorry, I cannot see your trust, I cannot see your honest when adding me as your friend, as a connection, then I would just refuse. And my second tip for everybody is just don't leave your contents empty on your LinkedIn profile. When someone adds to me, okay, they got image, they got the education background, then that's it. When I saw this, I just can't tell what's the difference between you and others. Or at least I can feel you have no experience at all. You don't have to be famous or experienced, but at least you have some activities, right? You can put what kind of activities you have done in the clubs or what achievements you have done in your career or in your schools, etc. It's quite okay, even though you think it's nothing, but it means something to other people. So don't be afraid to put any kind of achievements you have on LinkedIn profile, even though that's very tiny. But just don't forget that when other people add you as friends or accept you as friends, they will definitely look through your profile. Hence, just don't leave others the first impression that you don't care about your profile at all. Moreover, when you, for example, submit a resume, I believe some HRs will just search your name on LinkedIn. If you have empty stuff there, so HR might feel same as me. For example, why this guy just don't care about his profile, why his LinkedIn profile is totally different from his resume, then HR might doubt that whether this candidate is suitable for his or her company. And the last point is actually a bonus point. You don't have to follow this strictly, but it is something good to know. As what I've talked in the very beginning, that connections can make a huge influence on you. Therefore, you have to think of a way to expand your influence. Therefore, if you are good, you can put your contents, no matter it's good or bad. If you have videos, just like YouTube links, you post it there. It's fine. Maybe at the very beginning, nobody noticed it. That's fine. We have very little views. It's fine. But I believe from time to time, when your connection is growing and growing bigger, and such as a channel of reaction, your connections can forward your contents to other people, and other people will know you, then they will make connection to you. Upon that time, that will create a very important influence, not just for your connections, but maybe also to the world. I once noticed some guy, he's a CEO, and he usually will post some human resource thoughts or ideas on LinkedIn. And many of them make quite sense and inspire people. So this is also what actually I'm doing now. And I can see his LinkedIn profile is quite good and his connection is really large. So assuming you are a CEO and you are eagerly finding some people, some great candidates to your company. And in traditional way, you have to give this mission to your subordinates, ask the HR, ask the people to hire someone for you, right? But now it's different. If you're a that CEO, you can definitely just put a post on LinkedIn, say, I want to hire some people like this. Anyone who are interested, just feel free to contact me on LinkedIn. Therefore, don't be afraid to build your social media. Don't be afraid to influence this world. Even though for me, I only have like 500 subscribers, but I'm still fine. I'm quite happy doing it. Actually, at the very beginning, I have a very tiny or small mission or target. That is, as long as I can influence my friends around me, that's good. And indeed, I'm actually influencing them. And nowadays, more and more people are subscribing my channels. For example, like you, when you're watching this video, you think, okay, this guy says something makes sense. Why don't I just give him a thumb up button and subscribe his channel, and let's see what will he do and what will he say in the future and how he can inspire me. Alright, so this video provides 3 tips on LinkedIn on how to build your connection and how to influence other people. These 3 tips are very tiny though, but it can definitely make a huge influence on you. Thanks for watching and see you next time.